When you're sitting in orientation at an Earn Center, there's so many different types of people that sit in with you. There's quiet ones who don't say anything. There's ones that's sitting and talking on their cell phone and saying how they don't want to be there and they're tired of this. There's people like me who've been there 3 and 4 times and they haven't found themselves yet.
At first, I didn't even want to go. I was just thinking that, okay, well, I just, received a medical, I'm getting unemployment, I'll find a job eventually.
I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with the welfare system, but you rush to get to this place at an appointed time, and you're there for your appointment 10, 15 minutes early, and they make you sit and wait in the waiting room for 2 hours before they see you. This is what my life comes to. This is where I end up. Coming here every month to, recertify this letter so I can get it checked so I can feed my kid.
It was, the little bit that was welfare was giving me. So I was putting in there and I would try and pray, saying, well, I'm be receiving this, can you please help me with this? Do I get, something, or there's somebody gonna help me to pay this? Like the light heat, it was depressing that time.
Working in the kitchen here, kitchen there, and then I met a young lady and we had a child. And my life kept going one way, but she decided that she didn't want to be a mom. And single parenthood just dropped on my lap.
I didn't finish high school. I dropped out at that 11th grade, wanted hooky and, wanted to be around my girlfriends, play hooky, go downtown and all that,
I was a temp. I was always temping, even if there was a temp position for a week. I was a temp. There was a temp position for 6 months. I was there. I just couldn't keep a position. I couldn't keep a job because I wasn't stable.
I had got laid off. And this was like around Christmas time I had got laid off. So it was like a big thing because I'm used to working. I've been working since I was 15.
I was walking back and forth, looking for a job. I was on my bill. It was getting higher and higher. And I say, my electricity, my gas, my rent. I say, what am I gonna do?
So I had to go under unemployment. And unemployment, it's not the same as you making your own money. You have to wait on the check and this and that. I'm not used to that.
When you take the time to look at yourself, I'm a writer. I love to write. I keep a journal. Still to this day, I'm a writer. And I was noticing what I was writing in my journal is that I wasn't happy where things were going. You feel like you can't go anywhere because you feel like you're stuck in that one spot where, you don't feel like you can succeed. But that feeling is the worst. It's the worst, and I couldn't stay with that feeling. I had to get up and do something.
Every month it was going like when you don't pay your bill, and like everything like is going down. Like you don't have no help for nobody. You feel like, oh my God. And I said, well, I had to do something. I need help.
My mom never worked. She been through a lot. But out of my mom's childhood and her years, she never worked. She never had a job. And that was like so hard to believe. You know how some people say that they want to be like their mom. I want to be better than my mom.
I knew that I not only wanted to, but I had to take care of my son. That's no question, because it's just me. But you can't work in the kitchen you're a single parent. I have the kid at home. I can't go to work at 5 a.m. till 5 p.m. because it's not feasible. I got to do something different. And I didn't realize till later on that doing something different, man, getting off my butt and trying to find a different job, different line of work, being open to suggestion.
It just got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm getting older, I have children, and I know I'm gonna need to stabilize myself because, going back and forth to different jobs and being late all the time, that's not gonna show my children how to do better in the future.
I have a son. He looks up to me. I had to get myself together and say that, you have to make a change. I want him to see me do the best that I can, can say, well, my mom did this, my mom did that. And that's how I, look at it, as though that I had to do something. I couldn't not do nothing. And this is, it's what I wanted to do. I had to do it.